Hello everyone and welcome to Beyblade X 101. This is an intro course to Beyblade X. It has all of the things that you will ever need to know when getting into the hobby. So let's hop right into it. If you are interested in seeing the slideshow, it's linked down below. So let's get started. So first off, we're going to talk about the type chart. There's 4 types in Beyblade X. You have attack, stamina, defense, and balance. Attack aims to knock out the opponent as quickly as possible. Very effective in the first few seconds, but not much after that as it runs out of stamina. Defense aims to deflect attack types, and as you can see from the type chart right here, beats out attack types. Attack types really can't knock out defense types in theory, but with the extreme line, it's kind of changed a little bit. And then the last type is stamina, which aims to outspin attack types. However, attack types beat stamina types, but stamina types have more stamina than defense types, if that makes any sense. So, a stamina type will beat a defense type will beat an attack type, and an attack type will defeat a stamina type. Pretty simple. Now, balance type is a little confusing. Balance type bits are all over the place. They tend to, try to fuse stuff together and have all these different types in one, and it's overall extremely confusing. So balance types are their own thing. They're their own beast, like you could say. And here is a list of every single attack, stamina, defense, and balance bay. This is all linked down below if you want to see this all. Next up, we have the stadium itself. Now the stadium itself consists of a few different things. You have here the extreme line. Your Beyblade will attach via the bit and accelerate around the extreme line. That's what makes Beyblade X so much fun. Because every single Beyblade can use the extreme line, and they will go extremely fast around the extreme line. And you have the center. This is just like the normal battling area. All your Beyblades will be colliding here. Most of the time, your stamina and defense types will be here, trying to avoid the attack types coming around on the extreme line. And that's why this part on the extreme line, if you see right here, deviates into the center because your stamina types and defense types will be right here, and aims to knock them out in the extreme zone. This zone is worth 3 points, and these two are worth 2 points, if that makes any sense. And then if your Beyblade stops spinning, that is 1 point. And then there are also burst finishes. When a Beyblade comes apart in many pieces, it is a burst finish. And that is also worth 2 points, the same as a over finish. Next up, we have parts. There are 3 parts that make up a normal Beyblade X Beyblade. There is the blade, there is the ratchet, and there is the bit. The blade is what's going to be making most of the contact. It is covered in metal and is usually the heaviest part. These can range to an average of, I'd say, 25 to 35 grams, and even heavier. You have other Beyblades that are a lot heavier. The ratchet controls all of your burst resistance. See these little pieces that poke off of your ratchet? That determines your series. A ratchet series is very important to how much burst resistance it'll have. Say the 2 series ratchets. They have very poor burst resistance because these prongs come out more and cause them to catch on other Beyblades and burst. And then they also determine your height. So the height is determined by the second number. So this is 360. So the 3 is the series, and 60 is the height. So 60 is 0.06 millimeters, so that's how tall it will be. You also have 70 and 80 heights, and then there's also 55 and 85, but those are very confusing. Then you have the bit. This is what determines your entire Beyblade's performance. So this is the bit flat. This is an attack performance bit, and it makes your Beyblade go really fast around the stadium and aims to knock out your opponent. Next, we have the systems. There are 3 systems currently in Beyblade X. There's BX, the basic line. Most BX bays have these metal prongs here. That's what hooks onto your launcher. And then they have this clear coating on top of the gear chip. And this gear chip will also spin. So that's how you can tell a BX bay. A UX bay, or the unique line, has plastic prongs, so all of the weight is on the outside, and they usually have some kind of special gimmick with the blade. So this is Dran Buster. Its gimmick is that it has one singular, very strong attack point. And then a UX bay will also not have a spinning gear chip like the basic line. Then you have the CX, or custom line system, which has a lock chip, which we'll talk more about CX in just a second. This is the CX system. CX bay is split into 3 more parts that you have to worry about. You have the lock chip, the main blade, and the assist blade. The lock chip just holds your bay together. Nothing too special with the lock chip. The main blade is where all your metal is going to be. That's going to help with your weight, and it's going to be the most important part that you want to consider when making a CX bay. And the assist blade. The assist blade will hopefully sync up with your main blade to help dish out more powerful attacks. Then you have stadiums. They are very important. That determines your entire experience. You have the standard Takara Tomy Stadium, or as known in the US, the tournament stadium. It is what's used in every single tournament and is very important. You must have one of these to practice eventually. Then you have the Hasbro Stadium. This is a great way to start out with Beyblade X, as they are very accessible everywhere. They are much smaller than the standard stadium, but they are basically the same, except for the size. And then you have the bucket. Do not use the bucket. The bucket is awful. There are also the Clash and Carry and the Double Extreme, but we are not going to worry about those right now. Then you have your launcher types. First up, I want to get it out of the way. The Proto Launcher, absolutely awful. Never use the Proto Launcher. It has the shortest ripcord and gives out 0 power to any of your launches. So I just want to get that out of the way. Do not use the Proto Launcher. It comes with like most Hasbro releases. Don't use it. Then you have the Winder. The Winder, it comes with every single Takara Tomy starter. It has a Winder, and you pull it out, and yeah, it's pretty strong. It's more used for power than control. It will make your bay spin a lot faster and more aggressive around the stadium, but at a cost of control. Then you have the String Launcher. It has a string that retracts back, which is more useful for control, but has a lot less power. It's still a very strong launcher. I recommend getting a String Launcher and a Winder Launcher just so you can practice, see which one you like better. But I will say the String Launcher is much better for power. And then Hold is just the same as the Winder Launcher, except it comes with a longer ripcord, and that's really it. It just is angled that way. Next we have Launch Angle. This is very important. This will determine your entire battle. So you have 3 different launch angles. We'll cover flat first. The flat launch angle is it's pretty basic. It's mainly used for launching defense types as they go straight towards the center, and defense types love the center. So that's really it. It can also be used for attack types to go straight to the extreme line on the other side, but typically you want to go to the extreme line on your side. So that's really it with the flat launch. Then we have the forward tilt, and that is very useful for attack types. It makes the attack types move in a flower pattern, and allows for a lot more control with your attack types. It'll also sometimes send your attack type to the extreme line on your side, and that is the best way, because it lets you build up more speed than you will if you go to the extreme line on the other side. It'll make you hit your opponent way harder, so always go to the extreme line on your side. Then you have a backwards tilt. That is used for stamina types and for a lot of advanced launching techniques such as the double extreme dash. Not going to talk about that too much, but it is a very useful launch angle once you are more experienced. Then we have spin direction. This is the most important thing that you want to know. Most people do not understand spin direction, so I'm going to talk about it now. Spin direction is very, very important. Most Beyblade X bays are right spinning. So this is Cobalt Drake. It spins right, and it can go on all of these launchers. However, a couple Beyblade X bays spin left. If you look at the blades, it's very easy to tell which direction it spins. And this Cobalt Dragoon can only spin left, so you have to use the left winder or the left string launcher to launch Cobalt Dragoon, as it spins the other way and will go around the extreme line the opposite way as a attack type that spins right. Now, if you want to get into buying Beyblade X bays, here are the best things that you could do. So this is for international people. If you live in the United States or like Canada, somewhere around there where you can buy something like this. So I recommend getting the Stadium set that comes with Duran Dagger and Tusk Mammoth. It also comes with 2 proto launchers, but that's whatever. Because you will also be getting the Phoenix pack. Comes with a very competitive blade in Sword Phoenix and a string launcher, which is very useful. You could also get a winder launcher separately, but I recommend getting this pack because Sword Phoenix is very, very good. And if you are willing to buy internationally, here are the best purchases you can make. You can get the Start Dash set. It comes with a Stadium, drawn sword, and a string launcher with a grip. Grips are exclusive to Takara Tomy bays in Japan, and they make your launcher way more comfortable. I always recommend getting a grip. I can't use a string launcher without a grip because they are just that good. So get this set because it's the only Stadium set that comes with a grip. And then get the UX10 customized set. It comes with 4 blades, 3 ratchets, and 6 bits. That is a very good deal for what you're getting. It's a little pricey, but it is worth it because of how much you get. This is a great way to start out because you get bits like Rush and Points and Ball and all of these bits and some great ratchets. You get Tyranno Beat, which is a prize bay in a beautiful red color. You get just an amazing selection here. So I definitely highly recommend the customized set. And that's it. Hope you guys found this helpful for getting into Beyblade X. I really want more people to get into this hobby because it is so much fun. There's also websites like the WBO to find local tournaments. So I highly recommend purchasing what I told you to get and enjoying the hobby. It is so much fun. Once you fully understand how much fun the hobby is, I wholeheartedly recommend it. It is so much fun. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode of Beyblade Month.